The eighth aphorism. An uncultured nature is the result of repressed tendencies. Such a nature must be analyzed subconsciously through the conscious and superconscious mind. The conscious unraveling of the repressions will then commence. This is the key to awakening the superconscious regions. The subconscious mind analyzes the problem two ways. First, from the plane of reason. Second, from the plane of intuition. Intuition works through, but it does not use the processes of reason. Intuition is far more direct than reason and far more accurate. The conscious mind builds us into a personality, desirable or undesirable. We can readily change the personality by releasing hidden repressions. Repressions are unfulfilled, suppressed desires, like those that lurk in the corners of the mind and pop out at psychological moments until they are suppressed again by the conscious mind. This is the problem we face before we can unlock the superconscious realm of the mind. This problem can be totally impossible, or it can be made easy depending upon the approach. It is a well-known fact that when the mind releases tendencies that have long been suppressed, reaction occurs. This reaction is what we must anticipate and take into consideration at all times. It is the cause of new repressions if allowed to dominate the consciousness. Following through on this line of thought, I shall take you into a typical familiar case that will cause your subconscious mind to recognize the way to dig out repressions. This case is that of a person who always wanted to drink but never had the nerve to do so because of public opinion and family ties. Subconsciously, this person had always wanted to get drunk and experience that expression of release. It was a repressed desire that was not realized, and it showed itself in the form of condemnation of all who do drink. It was impossible for anyone to mention liquor without being obliged to listen to a lengthy discourse on the evils of drinking. This person knew subconsciously he would like to have this experience, but consciously fought it desperately until one day a friend offered him a drink at a social business affair. It was rather rude and almost impossible to refuse. Instead of letting the drink idle away on the table, during the ensuing conversation, old man's subconscious took over and the drink disappeared, and another took its place. This went on until 3 drinks, unnoticed by the conscious mind of the person, disappeared. When his conscious mind realized what had happened, a strong reaction followed, the effects of which lasted many weeks. The entire system was upset, physically, mentally, and emotionally, but the secret was out. Like attracts like, and desire will have its fulfillment. The conscious mind began to realize its deep-seated subconscious repression, painfully at first. Then the problem came up of how to remove this repression without suffering the reaction, and the answer followed. Overcome all reactions to person who drink. Learn to accept it as one of the experiences in life. Make the most of it, bend a little, be strengthened by understanding, and tempered with compassionate love. Try to understand the cause and not react to effect. This was done, and the repression was loosened. Then, one day, some friends threw a party and all got drunk, including our friend. And Mr. Repression was out in the open to be viewed consciously, and its repressions cannot stand the light of understanding. It vanished. The reaction was also supported with the understanding that every cause has its reaction, and the realization that the reaction to reaction must be understood, not repressed. This keeps body, mind, and emotions from losing their subconscious control. This matter was ended. No more does this person enjoy talking against drink, but rather talks intelligently of its harmful effects on the body, mind, and emotions based on experience. When offered a drink, a polite, "No, thank you. I drank once and had enough," is the reply. No longer is the repression lurking in the subconscious. No longer is the desire suppressed as it creeps into the conscious mind. The operation has been successful and nature has healed the wound. The nature of perfect love, through a conscious understanding of a subconscious desire, dissolves the repression. This then is the problem we face in unlocking the door to the superconscious mind. To school the subconscious mind in the arts of concentration and meditation. Some say they meditate while working or riding on the bus. This is wrong concept of the word, a sign of emotional desire for attention. For meditation only comes when the subconscious mind has been released of all repressions. A repression is a desire that is only found when an emotional reaction takes place in the conscious and subconscious mind, such as dislikes, hates, or fears. For we only react to that in others of what is locked in a corner of our own subconscious mind in the form of an experience we have yet to go through, either physically or mentally.